I'm Jacki Jing, and welcome back to Day 4 of Debrief, Mexico Major Edition, where playoffs got underway in style. Kicking things off on the desk was the culmination of Caliber Jacob's efforts in Siege so far, as he finally got off his laptop. I hope you enjoy it. But into the games now. In the first quarterfinal, SI finalists Team Liquid were challenged by Korean phenoms DWG Kia, who were having a magical tournament so far. DWG started things off spicy in the ban phase, allowing Liquid to pick Coastline, a map that the Koreans themselves had banned 32 times since they became a team. But the Brazilians were rocked off the bat as DWG took a 4-2 lead on the defense of the attack-sided map. Rin, in particular, was going nuclear for his team with plays such as this 1v1 turn 3K. But there's a reason Nesk is considered one of the scariest players to ever touch this game. Just have a look.
Coded to push forward and take him out instead. Now he's got access to the site. He could go for a plant. That's too bold, though. Now, unfortunately for Damwon Gaming, the case is stuck in the site. They have to try and retrieve it, and that only sends more frags Nesk's way here. In fact, 2 more as he shuts them all down.
Liquid then took Coastline 8-6 in overtime before smashing DWG 7-1 on Chalet to move into the semifinals and qualify for SI 22. But before we move on, special shout out to PSK, who went 17-11 despite a migraine. Hope he gets well soon, though. Moving on to match 2, where the 2020 World Champs SSG faced off the reigning 6 major champs Empire. The Russian machine was oiled up and merciless, taking a 5-1 lead on attack on the defender-sided Cafe. Empire would take the map 7-4 before moving on to Clubhouse and going up 5-1 again. But Fultz and SSG were not done and pulled 4 match points back to force overtime.
Fultz pre-fires, still has the attention of Bosco, down he goes, and Fultz picks up another 3 big kills for Fultz on 1 HP, and it's all left to Dan, who survives a Nitro cell, but doesn't survive Rampy.
Unfortunately, there was no map 3 to be had, as Empire recovered well enough to take the map 8-7 in overtime. If you thought the heart-stopping action was done, you'd be wrong, as Furia and BDS gave us a treat. The Brazilians were eager for revenge after BDS had knocked them out at SI and started off well, going 3-3 on the Coastline defense. But it was a pivotal clutch from Alems, helped along by a team kill from Rare, that probably ended up making the difference. Just watch.
I have Rafal as of yet, but these are some tight positions. So now, as Rare moves in, he'll be able to take out one. Nearly gets the Mozzie, and he does get the Mozzie. Oh, that's your teammate, Rare. It was nice. Don't get me wrong, but it was your teammate. Okay, now you got some enemies in front of you. There you go. That's better. Lems, the meanwhile, slowly creeping up. He's gonna give us some nice headshots of his own. 1, 2, and 3. As he responds insanely well.
Furia did not let up and forced overtime, even denying BDS another match point there, but couldn't hang on and fell in a close 8-7. Clubhouse was then no less crazy. It looked certain that a map 3 was in order, especially after Furia went 6-3 up, but the French connection did not miss. Shaiiko ended up with a ridiculous 28 kills, thanks to plays like these.
Right around from where the breach was just made by Furia a few seconds ago, he could swing like this, an instant denial against Rare, knows he has a second one, and it's so clean from Shaiiko.
BDS clawed back 5 rounds in a row, taking the map 8-6 and stunning Furia on the comeback 2-0. Finally, we were at our last quarterfinal, but one that had been set to be the second one. The reason? Hyper and BC had both tested positive for COVID-19 and so could not play in the stage. They had to play from their rooms and needed the extra time to set up. We just hope that both of them will be okay and recover well in the near future. But onto the match, which kicked off on Villa, was an utter bloodbath for the Brazilians. Round 1 saw a Neskin 3K, but that was followed up by an even better one.
His best Neskin impression is Neskin the man, the myth, the legend. Takes out Pambazoo, all the guns from Team 1 falling in.
Levy followed it up with yet another triple kill as Team 1 cruised to a 7-3 map win. And with that, the pain train had well and truly left the station. Neskin once more kicked off map 2 in explosive fashion, this time with a 1v3 quad kill.
Leaving Neskin all alone, firing through the wall, a 1v2. BC has that diffuser, he needs to go for the plant. He does just that. Eclipse has been mighty strong, but he's been down, and all he needs to do is get to BC on time, and Neskin with a monstrous clutch, just like in map 1.
DarkZero really went dark, slumping to another 7-3 loss on Chalet. play, and they're now out of the competition. With that, though, we have our semifinal matchups, BDS versus Empire and Team 1 versus Liquid. Who do you think will win and head to the best of 5 grand final on Sunday? Let us know in the comments. Hey, and while you're here, be sure to subscribe and go follow us on Twitter, and follow me at Jacki Jing to stay on top of the madness in Mexico City. And if you want to see more of the numbers that players like Levy were putting up, head on over to the Siege GG competitions page. And of course, check out our best plays video for our pick of the top 5 from today. Semifinals tomorrow, folks. Stay tuned to Siege GG to see who stays and who says adios. Bye for now.